MI-17V5 हेलिकॉप्टर अत्याधुनिक ट्रांसपोर्ट हेलिकॉप्टर VVIP गस्तर व्यवहार हुए परिवहन पर MI-17V5 हेलिकॉप्टर को सेना व्यवहार करे सैनिक अस्त्र शस्त्र नेबा आनिबारे नियोजित होता है पेट्रोलिंग और सर्च उद्धार कार्य नियोजित होता है रूसर कजान हेलिकॉप्टर द्वारा निर्मित MI-17V5 हेलिकॉप्टर 80 हेलिकॉप्टर किणवा 2008 रूसियन हेलिकॉप्टर सहित कंट्राक्ट होता जुलाई 2018 सुधा सबु हेलिकॉप्टर पहुंची भारत में सर्वाधिक 13,000 किलोग्राम ओजन धरी टेक ऑफ कर हेलिकॉप्टर 36 जनों को नहीं उड़ी पार घंटा प्रति 250 किलोमीटर बेग उड़ी पार आवश्यक अनुଯାयी यार गति वृद्धि कर 6000 मीटर उच्चरे उड़ी पार MI-17V5 हेलिकॉप्टर रे अस्त्र शस्त्र खंजा जाई पार S8 रॉकेट 23mm मेशिन गन PKT मेशिन गन और AKM सब मेशिन गन मध्य खंजा जाई पारिबो सीधा सड़क आम आलोचना करबा मेजर जनरल SD महांती आम सहित रही सीधा सड़क जोड़ी होती मेजर जनरल महांती आपको आलोचना को स्वागत करने को चाहिए जो दुखद घटना घटी जाइए दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना घटी जाइए जितेबाला कि CDS को नहीं जाउथिला हेलिकॉप्टर टी एवं सब प्रकार प्रिकॉशन प्रिवेंशन करा जाइथिबा एवं एयरक्राफ्ट निहाती कॉम्पिटेंस रही पायलट को कॉम्पिटेंस रही हाईली ट्रेन हाईली कॉम्पिटेंट पायलट को निहाती भाव में फ्लाई करुथिबे ता सत्वे भी ए प्रकार दुर्घटना घटिबा कोन कहबे
एक्सीडेंट वर्तमान तुम जानी पारना कौन कारण सेटा अनुसंधान हेले पर जानिबा बट एज वी नो दैट द हेल्थ the discussion biology that helicopter was very robust, the machine and the pilots, the men, they were extremely competent, including when I talk of man, I also talk about the technical people who ensure that any flying machine is airworthy, and that they start what their protocols and as close as to the mission they keep doing, and they are all very dedicated people. So there are reasons, there is no reason why this accident should have happened from the information that we know of. So then what is the reason? Just that God was not happy, if you like to take it. We have to be strong enough to bear this loss, particularly the family. My condolences to the families, the young and the others we do not know who are killed now, who are dead, and we pray for the one who have we known to have survived and also are surviving. We do not know whether they are there or not there. So for that, strength to them and to the country to bear the loss, including the armed forces, the 3 Army, Navy and Air Force. Everybody must be just as sad, not depressed, but as sad to have lost their head. And dharja. We require strength and patience to bear this loss till the time the investigation is completed. It will be done at top speed so that we know what was the cause and then take corrective measure. Loss is माने अति उच्च स्तर असहनीय loss, but we have to bear with it for the time being. Otherwise we cannot really.
आज्ञा मेजर जनरल महांती जमती अपन कहले जे MI-17 कथा हेलिकॉप्टर कथा कहबा फीचर्स कथा कोंतु पास्ट रिकॉर्ड्स कथा कोंतु VVIP को नहीं हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड एरिया रे फ्लाई करे किंतु ए प्रकार घटना घटिबा ये गोटे स्ट्रांग वेदर कंडीशंस जोगु ये ही गोटे कारण होई थाई पारे बोली हमें कहि परिबा के
Yes, कहि परिबा, but let us also keep in mind that the pilots who were there and the dakhyata includes how to take a corrective measure when such a situation is confronted. Perhaps it was beyond their control. ଆପଣ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବେ ସେହି ସମୟର early ଆମକୁ ଯେଉଁ visuals ମିଳୁଥିଲା ସେଥିରେ it was near dark, but then they are also used to, they are trained, they are practiced to fly in complete darkness. But this incident has happened not in very high hills. It is in low hills. It was a tea garden, and you can see the path, tea garden path also.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
The pilot, it seems, must have tried his best to land in that small, narrow space between the two rows, not rows really, on the other side of the path, both sides of the footpath, or maybe the tea garden inspecting vehicle track. You must have perhaps tried to land there, and then must have toppled. And then so what I'm trying to say is that they are trained and have practiced to do a forced landing in such difficult terrain. And so the wings, and it seems that there was a tilt, and the aircraft, the accident took place. And then why it also is that they carry fuel, and that caught fire, and most of the casualties, both dead and injured, were from fire. So it seems. But investigation, inquiry will set right, will give us the cause, and then take corrective action. But that's all for the future. But right now, Bartaman, dukha to nishchay, but human beings we pass through many, overcome many dukhas, and we shall also in this case. And the fact is that this was our first Chief of Defence Staff, much younger, so it's sad that the younger ones have to go in this manner. So that is a very unfortunate incident, and today is in the military history of the Indian Army, is one of the most unfortunate dukkata divasa. I know in our young days, such a huge, when we were young lieutenants, such kind of an accident had happened in Nagaland, beg your pardon, in Kashmir, where an army commander and a corps commander and the divisional commander, they all died, and the Western Army air chief, he also killed in an air accident. But that was a fixed wing aircraft, that was not a helicopter, and certainly not of this caliber. So these things happen in life, and this happens also in near war. Every time airborne mission takes place, we do not know which way they come back. So therefore, it's happened in their course of duty, and ଆମେ ଖାଲି ଈଶ୍ୱରଙ୍କୁ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପ୍ରାର୍ଥନା କରିପାରିବା କି that our CDS is safe, or he must be injured, there is no doubt about it. He is heavily injured, but he recovers and serves the country till the time he was destined to serve.
मेजर जनरल महांती जदि MI हेलिकॉप्टर कथा जदि आमे देखिबा जबड़ी भाबरे पेट्रोलिंग कथा कहतु सर्च उद्धार ए सब कार्य नियोजित होता है सैनिक अस्त्र नेबाणी बारे सेना पक्षर व्यवहार कर जाए एवं भारतीय वायुसेनार ये गोटे निहाती बड़ आसेट आम कहीपर किंतु ये प्रकार दुर्घटना घटवा ये गोटे मनोबल ह्रास करूनी तो
your armed forces, Tamil Nadu armed forces, we are too robust. Remember, from the time of our independence, we are in a state of war. There are 3 levels of war. High intensity war is different, but low intensity war, right now your young bodies are coming back in coffins. Not by sitting in on their haunches, but fighting. Whether they fight the weather, whether they fight the enemy, or whether they fight many other elements, which I don't want to mention. And so they really are always battle worthy and battle engaged. So monobolo body habani kichi family by haba nishchay, because they have lost the very dear one. But in the armed forces as such, where it happened, let's go for another mission.
वर्तमान मेजर जनरल महांती तदंत निर्देश दि जाय वायुसेना पक्षर वर्तमान एनक्वारी हेब और कौन दुर्घटना घटला कि परिस्थिति दुर्घटना घटीला ये तदंत पर निहाती आम कहीपर चित्र स्पष्ट होगा प्रकृत में कौन घटी कि स्थिति रे हेलिकॉप्टर दुर्घटनाग्रस्त होइछि.
That's true. It's a normal thing. An inquiry is amar one kachu hele madhya ame inquiry karu kon pai hela, because it can become an infectious, it can spread infection. So therefore we carry out, we are very serious about our, because we deal with life. We don't let anybody go, because whoever he may be, if error is found, then an error is found through inquiry. So we carry out an inquiry, and a very serious inquiry, because it saves life. If we were casual towards an inquiry and then manipulate the results, then more lives will be lost. And when a casualty takes place in battle, the first person who experiences that casualty is a soldier himself, or an airman, or a sea warrior himself or herself. So their point is that even the family gets to know, the men, they get to know. And so we are very, very serious about inquiry, and if error is found, we are ruthless in ensuring that it does not happen in future and saves life. We are concerned about life. We are not concerned about the careers and the other things of the people.
निहाती भाव बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मेजर जनरल महांती आम सहित आलोचना करूँ. मेजर जनरल एस टी महांती आम सहित थे सीधासलख और आम आलोचना करुले सारा देशपाई निहाती एक दुखद दिन बोली आम कहीपर, कारण जो दुर्भाग्यजनक घटना घटी आज तमिलनाडु कुन्नूर वायुसेना हेलिकॉप्टर दुर्घटनाग्रस्त होती, जो सीडीएस जनरल बिपिन रावत थे पत्नी और समेत 14 जन को नहीं हेलिकॉप्टरटी जाऊला बड़ क्राश होता. नीलगिरी पार्वत्याचल दुर्घटनाग्रस्त होता हेलिकॉप्टरटी एवं संपूर्ण रूपे भांगी रुजी जावा सहित निया लगी जाता. दुर्घटनास्थल 11 मृतदेह उद्धार कर सीडीएस जनरल रावत को उद्धार कर हॉस्पिटल भर्ती कर.